Hey everybody, it's Jim again. This is my HeroQuest campaign. This is scenario number 4, and this is part 2 of this scenario. So if you didn't watch the first one, you definitely want to go back and watch it. When I last left off, my heroes are mostly in the hallway, the barbarians sort of lagging behind. I found 2 closed doors, and we are ready to get going. Now my elf is quite low health. She is down from 6 health to 3. She does have a heal body, which would give her 4, but I'm not ready to use that just yet. So it is my turn. I'm going to go ahead and have the barbarian go. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to put him on the other side of the elf. He can't stop there and open that door, which is not good, but you sprung a trap. Man, you fell into a pit. Take a body point. I fell into a pit. All right. And there is a pit where he is. Now, to do a pit, you have to jump over it. So you have to have enough movement points to get across it, which I believe at this point, if you're next to it, you can't roll less than 2, so you would hop over it. All right, that's fine. And he is in the pit, so he can't do anything this turn. Let's go ahead and move the elf into the room. We rolled a 9, so I will go ahead and move her. Do you open the door? Yes. All right, we have a torture rack and 2 doors. Where is the torture rack? Right here. This is right there, blocking 6 spaces. 2 doors. One right there and one right here. And what about monsters? 2 goblins. Okay, they're not too dangerous. One right there and one in front of the door. So she is going to move in. What did I say? 9. So she's just going to move in here. And to keep from blocking the door, I'm going to move over and take a shot at the goblin with the 3. Shooting my crossbow. I got 2 hits. That is enough to kill it because it only rolls 1 defense dice and 1 will get through, so it's dead. That is it for that goblin. So there are traps here. All right, let's go ahead and end your turn. And next I will have the barbarian will have to climb out of the trap. And he can move 5. 1 action to climb out. 2, 3, 4, 5. So he moves all the way up, and he will strike at this one with 3 dice. And I got 2 hits, so once again that goblin is dead because it will not defend on the second one. And we remove it. All right. Let's go ahead and now we can move the dwarf. Dwarf can move 5. 1, 2, 3. I'm just following the path of the barbarian, which didn't trigger any traps. And now I'm going to search for traps in this room. Search for traps. Didn't find any. All right, and then lastly is my wizard. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just put him at the door. I'm not going to risk him. Well, there's no trap, so I'll search for secret doors. Search for secret doors. None. All right, and that is the end of the turn. The barbarian has not searched. Nobody searched for treasure in this room, so I'm going to go ahead and have him move to that door. Let's have him search first. Search for treasure. Draw a card. Wandering monster. Good night. Last game, I think I was getting treasure, treasure, treasure. This game, it's all wandering monsters. All right, who is it? It is a abomination, and it was right here. It's blocked. It can't get around this thing, so it will attack the barbarian. It attacks with 2 hits. The barbarian rolls 3 defense dice. I block 1, 2, 3, so he takes no damage. Excellent. All right, his turn. Well, actually, he just searched for treasure, so he is done. That's all he can do. The dwarf cannot get there, so I'm just going to have the dwarf move to that door. 5. He'll move here. Open it. No. I'm going to have the elf will move here. 1, 2. Don't have to roll because it's only 2. And she will fire her crossbow. 3 shots. 2 hits. It rolls 3 defense dice. It got 1 shield, so 1 is blocked. And it takes 1 damage. And her turn is done. And the wizard, you know what? The wizard's got a lot of spells. Let's get the wizard in the fight. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wizard will move here. And I'm going to cast... This spell may cast on 1 monster. It inflicts 1 point. Okay, I'm going to cast Fire of Wrath. Actions. Spell. This is a fire spell, I believe. Yep. Fire. And Fire of Wrath. Cast the spell on you. Spell break. It did not. So if it rolls a 5 or 6, it defends. So remove the abomination. So he did the last point of damage, and that thing is gone. Excellent. All right, that's Zargon's turn is over, or his turn is over. This spell goes away. Let's have the barbarian already searched for treasure, so I cannot do anything there. Let's move up. 8. Let's go through this door. 1, 2. Wooden door, open it, yes. We have another door here. This is a maze of a dungeon. All right, any monsters? That is that an orc? Sometimes it's kind of hard to place the reveal. I think that's an orc. Let's tap it to see. Yeah, orc. Okay. He moved 8, so 1, 2, 3. He'll move on in and attack with 3 dice. 1, 2, 3. Got 2 hits. It defends with 1 black, but 1 gets through. I do 1 point of damage, and I believe that's enough to kill it. Yep. All right, it is done. Your turn is done. Let's move the dwarf in. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can get here. And I'll have him search for traps, which I couldn't have done when there's a monster in the room. Search for traps. None. Your turn is done. Let's have the elf go. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She can move in here, and she'll search for secret doors. Nothing. And then lastly is the wizard, who moves 7. 7. Why is this? The barbarian should be in this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can put the wizard right there. Okay. And now it is Zargon's turn. There's no monsters, so we're back to me. The barbarian will go to the door. Right here. And do I want to open it? Not yet. Let's say no. And let's search for treasure. Or, no, I haven't done that yet. Potion of Strength. I will take it. It says you can drink it to roll 2 extra combat dice. I got to remember all these potions that I'm collecting. I keep forgetting. Let's go ahead and get the dwarf moving. The dwarf will be behind him. 11. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The dwarf is next to the wizard, so I cannot give that potion of healing. I'll do it some other point when he's next to. As an action, he could have given the potion of healing. No, I think you can do it as long as you're no, you have to be like combat. Okay. Search for secret doors. Let's do that. None. And let's just go ahead and jump to Zargon's turn. And now it will be the barbarian rushes into the next room. He can move 7. Open the door. We have a bookshelf and a door. So we have a bookshelf here and a door. Am I out of doors? I only got 10. I'm going to order some more, Brian. So I'll just use my older, the ones that came with the game. That book, that is right down here. All right. Anything else in here? Nothing. All right. There's got to be a trap in here then. Got to be, right? So if I move in, let's go ahead and search for traps. None. All right, he's done. Let's get the dwarf in there. I'll get the dwarf in. 1, 2, 3. He'll search for... Let's search for treasure. Gold. You find 25 gold. Record the money. Do not return to the... Okay, so that goes away. So I've been tracking my adventures, and when I last left, quest number 4, I'm carrying over 50 gold, so I will bring in 25 new gold, which is excellent. Only problem is I don't have a pen. Here we go. And what was it, 25? 25. So plus 25 gold. All right, done. Your turn is over. Let's get the elf in. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to move her all the way to the door. Do I want to open it? Sure, let's do it. So we see that, and that is it. I'm not going to have her move anymore. Actually, no, what? Hold on, let's have her... that's as far as she can move. Yeah, so I rolled 7, so she's done. And then lastly, the wizard, I'm rolling the wrong dice, can move a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, she's right there. Zargon's turn is over. Now, I know the dwarf searched for treasure and the barbarian searched a trap. So I could have the barbarian search before he moves. Let's do that. I'm going to tell the barbarian to search for a treasure. I'm getting greedy. Wandering monster. Come on. And I've got an abomination right here, which you know what it's going to do. It's going to go and attack my wizard. Oh, it did. It did attack him with 1 hit. I roll 3 defense. And I didn't, so I lose a point. Ooh, all right. That is done. My turn. Now, he just searched for treasure, so he cannot attack. But the dwarf can, and the dwarf will move 1, 2, 2. And I'm trying to pin him in so he can't move to attack my wizard. And he will attack with 3 dice. I got 1 hit. Does it defend? It does, so no damage. And then lastly, my... well, if I move my elf up 1, she can't use her crossbow. So she's going to fire her crossbow. And I got 1 hit. Does it defend? Yes, it does. No damage. Man. That leaves my wizard, who is going to shift over 1. And I'm going to have to fire a spell. Let's see what we got. Tempest. Monster misses this next turn. Swift wind, no. Courage, no. Ball of flame inflicts 2 points of damage, and then the monster rolls 2 red dice. For each 5 or 6, it reduces it. Let's cast Ball of Flame. Action. Spell. Ball of Flame. Cast it on you. And it broke 1 of them, so it takes 1 point of damage. Does it show it? Yeah, it does show it. So that's it for the wizard's turn. Zargon's turn. And it should attack my wizard. Yep, there it goes. It moves all the way here and attacks the wizard 4. No hits. Excellent. Barbarian can move 3. 1, 2, 3. And will attack with 3 dice. I got 3 hits. Can it defend all 3? It defends one, but it'll kill it. And it is dead. All right. End your turn. Let's have the dwarf go. Dwarf can move 10. Excellent. So I'm going to move him. Oh, the door isn't open. Never mind. I can't do it. Let's move him here. And his turn is done. And we'll move the elf 8. And we have a dead end. So I've figured out the path. And there is a shortcut through this door, so I don't have to go back through all this mess. I can go through this door. Let's go ahead and move her 8. Oh, I didn't find the treasure chest. Did I miss something? Oh, there's a door here I didn't check. All right, so she's going to go through this door. You sprung a trap, of course. I have to roll a die. I rolled a skull. It strikes you, take 1 body point. All right, my elf is now down to 2. I'm going to use my heal body spell, which gives me back 4. So she is back up to 6. And that's it. All right, so she will move 1, 2, 3. Well, you have stumbled into a pit. Okay, I did that already. Do you want to open it? Yes. She will spend a spot to come out. 7, 8. Okay, so she did move. She's done. That's all I can do. And the wizard, 2. She is right. Where is the? She's all the way down here, right there. The wizard can move 2. 1, 2. I guess I'll block the door. That's the end of the turn. Barbarian can move 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so jump. Roll 1 attack die. Okay. I rolled this. You sprung it. You stumbled into the pit. So he does not. So he's in the pit near the door. That's a neat trap. All right. And he's done. End. Are you sure? Yes. The dwarf can move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the dwarf, 1, 2, he'll just move out. And I'm going to say Zargon's turn. So now we have to climb out, which we can, and move this many. So he can actually only move 8, which puts him in front of the door. Do I want to open it? Oh, jump it. You must have enough movement. I rolled a white shade. You jump it. Okay. All right, now I understand how it works. All right. You don't automatically jump it. You could fall into it. So when you cross it, I need to disarm it, which is what the dwarf can do. And I open the door, which I didn't mean to, but we're going to do it anyway. And there is nothing in here, which tells me that there's probably a secret door. But I'm not moving in. We're done. The dwarf can move 6. Will he disarm it? Yes. He can't. Jump it. Hold on. I'm not going to have him do that. He would have jumped it. All right. Well, apparently the dwarf can't jump it, so he loses a 40 point. Great. All right. Let's end the turn. All right. Let's have him go in. Open the door. Oh, I guess it was automatically open when you found it. Okay. There's nothing in here. Well, let's have him search for traps. Search for traps. You didn't find any. There's got to be a secret door. So let's have the dwarf move now. He can move 7. So he was in the pit, so climb up. I'm going to have him move here. I'm not going to have him jump the pit yet. He'll do that on his next turn. And we're gonna get the wizard, the elf will end their turn, and then the wizard can move 1, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if the wizard can jump over it. Jump. You must have enough. I did. Let's roll a die. I rolled a white shield. You jump. All right, so the wizard jumped over it. And that is the end of the turn. All right, let's search for secret doors. And do not find one. That's interesting. What did I miss? I must have missed something. Let's have them all search for secret doors. I'm not 100%, but maybe now we can have the dwarf go. The dwarf can move 6, so we'll have the dwarf jump it. And next, you roll white. I rolled a white shield, which should be a success. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And search for secret doors. Search for traps. This is odd. There's no door here. I must have missed something. Let's go back. Are there any doors? No. It's possible I didn't search all the rooms for secret. I don't know if I searched that one for a secret door. Let's have the wizard go up there and do it. His turn is done. And let's see, I'll send her in 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just grasping at straws here. Let's have her search for secret doors. Nothing. All right, let's have the wizard go. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Search for secret doors. No. All right, we have missed something. This is aggravating. All right, that's the Zargon's turn. What did you miss? All right, I can't get by there. I can't get by there. This is so weird. I didn't search for secret doors in this hallway. All right, so we'll have the barbarian. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, because I've already triggered all the traps, I am going to get them all the way back out to this hallway. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to jump ahead in the game, and I'm going to say they've moved all the way to here. And I would have just gotten them in a certain order. And now you're going to have to, I'm going to pause the camera and while I do this, because this is going to take a few minutes, so just give me a second. Okay, I have brought my heroes all the way out here to the door. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the barbarian search for secret doors, because I bet you I missed something. It says no. So I'm going to move him here. And then I'm going to have my elf, or my dwarf, go. And my dwarf will move to right here. I'm going to have him do it. Actions. Search for secret doors. Nothing. All right. I am missing something. So rather than waste your time, and we're almost to the full 30 minutes anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this one. And then in the next episode, if it's a short one, I'll just append it to this video. Otherwise, it'll have to be its standalone video. All right, that's all I got. This is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on this game of HeroQuest. I will be back in a week with another video. Until then, everybody, take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.